and Barrett rises out of committee proceedings. Can we have silence in the chamber, please? Silence, please. Can we have order in the chamber? Senator Zappone.
May I request that the bill be recommitted in respect of this amendment, as I did not get to speak at committee stage?
Ask, is anybody opposed to that?
Is any senator opposed to that? No? Is the House agreed? Agreed. The bill be recommitted. Yes.
So then that means that
Thank you.
discussed in committee. So, okay.
Will I begin?
Yeah.
Come speak to your amendment.
Minister.
On the amendment, Senator.
On the amendment,
yes.
Exactly. Minister, I'm proposing an amendment to insert a new section into Part 10 of this bill, which focuses on the Irish Nationality Citizenship Act. The intention of this specific amendment is to ensure in law that non-Irish persons in civil partnerships with Irish citizens will receive the same citizenship rights as non-Irish persons in civil marriages. I also wish to point out two additional sections of the Irish Nationality and Citizenship Act that could be amended within this civil law bill for your consideration, Minister, as you bring the bill to the Dáil. My comments in relation to these two additional sections will be rooted in the same principle that is behind the amendment tabled for today, namely that civil partnerships registered or recognized by Irish law be treated the same as marriages in the area of immigration. As you are well aware, Minister, the passage of the Civil Partnership Act 2010 signaled the government's intention to provide similar rights, protections, and responsibilities for same-sex couples as for married couples, and viewed this as a major step towards equality for same-sex couples. It is my own view, Minister, that the establishment of a separate institution for same-sex couples, namely civil partnership, was not the most effective or efficient way to equalize treatment between same-sex and opposite-sex couples. Nor do I think that it was the right thing to do. But the matter of ethics, justice, and equality in this regard is for another day. Even with the Civil Partnership Act, there remain a number and types of differences between civil partnership and civil marriage, and some of those differences, it would seem to me, can be eradicated with very little debate. The Civil Law Bill presents an opportunity to amend law to reduce some of those differences, and as you yourself indicated in your speech in the Chamber last week, the bill has significant scope and seeks to achieve many reforms of several acts of the Oireachtas. So the amendment I put forward today would simply eradicate the way in which the Irish Nationality and Citizenship Act discriminates against civil partners in respect of the naturalization process. Under the law as it stands, spouses of Irish citizens seeking naturalization can avail of more favorable eligibility conditions than apply to civil partners of Irish citizens. And of course, this is within the context of your own discretion, Minister. Particularly, those more favorable eligibility conditions are particularly one, but though not only this, in relation to the minimum number of years that a spouse must be a resident. A spouse must be a resident for at least 3 years, whereas a civil partner, as the law stands, must be a resident for at least 5 years. So the amendment, by simply inserting the words civil partner, will extend the same naturalization rights to a civil partner as enjoyed by a married spouse. In other words, the acceptance of this amendment will bring about further parity between non-Irish civil partners of Irish citizens and non-Irish spouses of Irish citizens under our naturalization and immigration system. It's my understanding, Minister, that the current government policy is that a civil partner will be treated as equivalent in immigration matters to a person who is married to another person of the opposite sex. It's also my understanding, Minister, that in your response to a parliamentary question tabled by Cuibhín Aquailán last April, that you indicated your own intention to bring forth an amendment at a future date which would see the provisions of the Irish Nationality and Citizenship Act extended to cover civil partners of Irish citizens. So the amendment I'm putting to the House today just seeks to do that. And Minister, finally, though I have only tabled one amendment for today, I wish to identify two additional sections of the Irish Nationality and Citizenship Act that could be amended when the bill moves to the Dáil that would further the equal treatment of civil partners and spouses under immigration legislation. The first of the INCA is Section 22, where in that section it ensures that the death of an Irish citizen or the loss of their citizenship does not impact on the citizenship of their spouse or their children. So I put forward for your consideration that an amendment could be inserted into the civil law bill to include civil partners and the children of civil partners under this protection of Section 22. And then secondly, again, in the Irish Nationality and Citizenship Act, in Section 23, that section ensures that when an Irish citizen marries a non-national, they don't lose their Irish citizenship due to the marriage, even if they acquire the nationality of the non-national. I just suggest for your consideration the development of an amendment that would simply propose parity for civil partners in this regard. But I suppose today I am tabling for your consideration the amendment that inserts the new section.
Senator Batchik.
Thank you, I'd like to speak in support of